What's up, everybody? Well, we're at it again. 2 days after the beef, we're gonna kick it up about 12 notches and jump right into the fire, no pun intended, with chicken. Chicken's a little bit more difficult. You have to measure your temperature. Got a temperature sticker. Wanted to answer some questions that were asked by viewers. One of which is, did you check the temperature of the beef, and what temperature is safe? People eat their steaks rare. Checking temperature on beef is more of a touch thing than a temperature thing. So the Gordon Ramsay method is, depending on what you want for the steak's finished product to be, rare, medium, well done, which no simpleton should be eating well done, but whatever. You tap the top of the steak. The firmer it is, the more well done it is. Anyway, I didn't check the temperature. I eyeballed it, because that's typically what I do with steak. I don't check internal temperatures. This is my kitchen, not a restaurant, so I'm not really concerned about what the temperature is doing per se. But with this, I will use a meat thermometer. It's going to be several hours before this chicken is done, probably 7 or 8 o'clock we're talking about, and I'm also going to be baking a potato. And for those that are playing along at home, you might be interested in seeing me actually light the fire this time, because people are saying, hey, more content! We didn't know this, we didn't do that. Fine, we'll take care of it. First thing I'm gonna do is grab my trusty lighter fluid. Some of my bricks fell when I moved this. I put it onto a fireproof platform because it just seemed like a safer deal. So I'm rearranging these and stacking this up as best I can. I want to get all the coals to actually cook. If they'd stop falling, that would be great. So I'm attempting to do that right now. These are larger coals. They're pretty dense, and they burn for a lot longer. Fire safety tip for people new to charcoal: when the coals burn out, don't assume they're burned out. Douse them in water. And I mean really douse them, unless you're going to do what I'm going to do, which is dump them in a fire pit, because you can stir the ashes and start a whole new fire, which I may find myself lighting a fire later today when the wind dies down a little bit. It's a bit breezy right now. It's not too bad. I could probably do it, but I don't need one right now, because any cooking I'm going to do over the fire is not going to happen for a few hours. So you want to get in between all the crevices. Remember, we're trying to get these bad boys to light. So it's not about just dousing it, it's about dousing it properly. Get this the hell away. Light carefully. Light in crevices. So you're gonna look, you want everything to catch, which is why you do this in the crevices, because you want to make sure they all actually touch fire so that they all ash, not just a handful. Okay, we've reached this stage. You're gonna think they're out. If you've never done grilling before, you're gonna think they're out. They're not out. And if you add lighter fluid, you're going to lose your arm hair. Once they get down to the ash stage, you can put the lid on, and the lid is going to keep the wind out, but there's breathability. So this particular pit has breathability underneath, around like so, in between the bowl and where the charcoals go. You want your fire, you want your coals to be white and ashy. And then you rearrange them in a flat line so that they're an even heat. When they reach that stage and you've rearranged them, you put in your wood chips. You put about 1 inch of water in the pan, I don't think I brought it down. I'll go get it in a minute. Put about 1 inch of water in the pan with the chips, and you're gonna have to refill about every 45 minutes. Otherwise the chips will start to cook, and that produces ash, and you don't want ash. And then, after that's heated for about 45 minutes, you're probably gonna have to refuel, especially if you've been using Kingsford. And then you add your meat. And then set it and forget it, and don't open anything for 3 hours unless you're refilling the water and you refill the charcoal from the side. Now I've put this on top of this platform that's made out of a combination of steel and diamond plating to keep, first of all, it's leveled. So this is completely flat, so the water won't you know, lean to the side or anything. But it's also, in case any ash should fall out, it's going to fall out on the platform. It's not going to touch the grass and the leaves and cause potential fire hazard. I made this decision because it just seemed like a safe idea to do this, and I'm kind of happy with that. So we're going to let this cook. We're going to let it ash out, and while we're waiting for that, I'll show you some other things around the outdoor cooking area. And get a fresh battery. If you lose arm hair, you're gonna have to explain it away. Friends, family, people at the ER. My friend Dr. Finkenbein, Executive Chef Finkenbein, has personal experience with what happens when you play with fire. You get burned. He's okay. Don't pose questions. He's perfectly fine. He will think twice about using gasoline as an accelerant though. So, a little how-to with this bullet smoker while we're waiting. The diagram for this bullet smoker is rather interesting. It's written from a top-down view, which makes it look like your legs are where you attach the brackets for the lower rack. However, as you can see, the lower rack bracket goes in the middle, and there's a corresponding hole right there. I don't want to get too close, this is hot. I put it below that lip right there. See that? Let's do a little pinch zoom. Right there. Because that's what the diagram looked like, because it was top down. It actually goes in the middle. So you want to make sure you get that right, because otherwise you're going to be tearing the whole thing down a second time. And then your 10-minute build becomes a 30-minute build. Not that I know from experience. So then you put these in. This right here, this goes above the wood chip bowl where your water and your wood chips are. This one sits without all the goo. It'll burn off. This one goes on top. When you're cooking chicken with anything else, you're going to use this rack on the middle, because if you're cooking a second item, you don't want cross-contamination. Chicken can go on top of chicken. There's only about a 10 to 15 heat variance between the top grill and the middle grill. It's not enough to end your world or change anything. I don't even think with pork, though I haven't tried pork yet. So, in essence, chicken always on bottom. Now, I want this to heat up. I'm keeping the vent open a little bit. It tends to be a little bit sticky. Just work it a little bit. I want some air getting in, but I don't want it to get super hot yet, because I want those coals to sort of take on a life of their own. So we're gonna wait for that. Keep your lighter fluid way far away. So, getting all my stuff together. Now, I'm gonna do a very basic thing here with just my favorite ones to pre-season in. I'm using garlic salt. Sprinkle a little of that on there. some black pepper, run-of-the-mill black pepper. I don't live on a pepper farm, so it's whatever I could buy from whoever that is. Just a little pre-seasoning, and I'm going to rub it in real nice like, so the chicken looks like that. I'm going to do it on both sides. Okay. The nice thing about chicken, it takes forever, so you can pretty much go off and do just about anything. I got paper towels here, don't worry, I won't cross-contaminate. Both sides. Garlic, salt, pepper. I'm going to have to wash these now. Don't worry, I will. So, pepper, garlic, salt, rub it in. There you go. And now we just got to put it on the smoker. Paper towels. Oh yeah, I have everything. I'm ready to go, baby. I'm ready to cruise. So now all we got to do is bring this out to the smoker. Fun times, huh? What I do with my drink? Ooh. Ah, lovely aroma, huh?
I feel like I'm sitting a little too close to it.
You might be a little bit. I tried to sit outside the circle, but you're sitting outside the circle, but it's closer to you.
It likes me. It would seem.
That's because you're the firekeeper.
Are you recording?
You know, it really kills it when you ask if I'm recording.
No, you gotta tell me when you're going to do this.
I'm recording.
Okay. Oh, there it goes.
Well, we finally did it. We finally got a fire to actually do something. You can probably see in the background the smoker's going pretty good.
Oh. That's nothing.
Yeah, it's nothing. The cats just came running around the house like they did something. It's probably nothing, though. We've been living here since what, 2017? And this is the first time we've actually used a backyard for something other than having to mow it.
Yeah.
Which I need to do already.
It ain't that bad.
Look over there.
Well.
I need to get a tire for the mower. What are you doing? So we have 2 cats out here. Well, we have 3, sort of. 2.5. We've got Snowshoe, who just, I think she was chasing a ghost, I'm not sure. And then we've got Snowflake. I don't know where he's at.
Probably on the boards.
And the half cat is Pumpkin because 2 of his legs are broken. Hmm? Like you should sit over here because the wind is definitely going that way. Plus, this is the better view. And you can hear the sheep, and it's great. So is John happy with the quality of his... I'm going to reword this. Is he happy that his delivery got moved?
Yes, I haven't heard anything.
Well, he should be. Oh, no. And now the taste test. Survey says... So, when you smoke chicken, you know how when you put seasoning and barbecue sauce in a chicken, but it's only on the skin? This is straight through. It is absolutely amazing. I mean, the flavor. It's straight through. The potatoes were smoked too. I don't have a fork, so I'll just go at this like a Neanderthal. Quick bite. The skin is smoky, but oddly the smoke flavor isn't as prevalent in the center of the potato. It's still way better than, you know, what most people do, which is nuke them. They nuke their potatoes. But it's a good flavor and it doesn't really need a lot of toppings. So, potatoes I'd probably like to do a little bit longer. They could be, they're done, but I'm not sure I quite got the smoking down right. They are really good though. Maybe this is just the way they're supposed to taste, but the chicken is definitely a 5 stars. Fantastic. Took 3.5 hours. I did a temperature test with my smoker, and I determined that it is in fact 50 degrees hotter than the thermostat on the cover says it is. But really good. Really, really good. So there you go. That's as fancy as it gets, folks. Thanks for joining us on this journey. Click like and subscribe if you're enjoying this. So the Vince's review of this particular chicken recipe, which wasn't really a recipe at all, it was just smoked chicken with some barbecue sauce, is 5. I'd serve this at a restaurant. The potatoes I want to work on, but definitely the chicken is a 5. We'll catch you later. Thanks for watching.